You could feel it the second they walked into the gym. A sense of urgency, purpose, unity, and underneath it all, a message being sent loud and clear. The Indiana Fever are no longer rebuilding, they're coming for the WNBA. Veterans like DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, and Sophie Cunningham now share the floor with Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull. That's not just a roster, it's a movement, and it's already clicking faster than anyone imagined. In this video, we're breaking down the 11 biggest moments from the Fever's first day of training camp that have front offices around the league officially worried. We're talking long-range bombs, locker room surprises, defensive shakeups, and chemistry that looks like it's been brewing for years, not hours. Number 10 will make your jaw drop and make you laugh. Stick around. Everyone came into camp pumped. But this wasn't just excitement, this was urgency. From rookies to vets, the tone was clear. This team means business. 15 players. Only 11 or 12 will make the final roster. That's not training, that's survival. And every pass, every shot, every rotation suddenly feels like a tryout for something much bigger than just making the team. It's about earning your place in a culture of excellence. Since 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has carried the weight of this franchise, scorer, leader, culture setter, all while the Fever rebuilt around her. But now, she's finally free. With Bonner and Howard taking the veteran reins, Mitchell looked loose, aggressive, and most importantly, happy. She's finally just playing basketball, and that's bad news for every defender in the league. Last year's 18.2 PPG? That might just be the floor now. New head coach Stephanie White has brought a defensive mission from day one. Practices are intense. Mistakes, corrected instantly. Rotations, demanded. Communication, non-negotiable. And with players like Natasha Howard and DeWanna Bonner already familiar with White's schemes, the foundation is rock solid. This team ranked 11th in defensive efficiency last year. That's about to change. Clark, Mitchell, Bonner, Howard, Boston. You'd think it would take weeks, months even, to build rhythm, but it's already there. Clark is feeding Boston under the rim. Mitchell's finding open corners. Bonner's drawing doubles and creating space. Howard's setting perfect screens and rolling with precision. Every movement has purpose, every pass has timing, and every defender, they're already a step behind. If this looks familiar, it should. It's Golden State Warriors basketball in WNBA form. No stagnant sets, no ball-dominant isolation. This is a motion offense with flow. Clark isn't just launching threes, she's setting screens, cutting, relocating, giving and going. The ball rarely sticks for more than a second before flying around the court. It's poetry in motion, and nearly impossible to guard. Michaela Timpson might be the biggest surprise of camp. The 6'2" rookie with a 7-foot wingspan already made headlines when she denied Aaliyah Boston at the rim during a scrimmage. Yes, that Aaliyah Boston. Timpson brings elite lateral quickness, switchability, and shot-blocking instincts. And in practice, she's wreaking havoc. She's already looking like the Fever's secret weapon off the bench. Remember that old tweet? Yeah, so did fans. When Turner joined the Fever, many worried about chemistry with Caitlin Clark. But on day one, those fears evaporated. Turner and Clark have clicked immediately, highlighted by a beautiful give-and-go that ended in an easy finish and a high five. Turner's work ethic has been elite, in the gym almost every day, and so has Clark's. Now they're doing it together. Enter Sydney Coulson, two-time WNBA champ, defensive specialist, culture queen. She's not just practicing, she's mentoring, especially Clark. Guiding her through traps, hard screens, and high-pressure moments that rookies often struggle with. You can't teach championship experience, you pass it on, and Coulson is already doing that. Don't sleep on Dantas. After a season overseas, she's back leaner, faster, stronger. Her footwork is crisper, her movement smoother, and it's showing during drills. This version of Dantas? She's not just making the roster, she's competing for real minutes. Clark, Mitchell, Boston, Hull, Dantas, they're the glue. And while the veterans lead vocally, these five are doing the small things. Translating terminology, explaining sets, keeping energy up. They've built something that newcomers are quickly buying into, and that kind of foundation wins games in June and July. It was the moment everyone in the gym had been waiting for. End of scrimmage. Shot clock winding down. Everyone, and I mean everyone, knew where the ball was going. Caitlin Clark caught it, took one rhythm dribble, and stepped into a deep three, just inside half court. And right as she released it, DeWanna Bonner yelled from the sideline, "Take it! Swish!" But it wasn't just the shot that stole the moment. It was what came after. Clark turned, looked at the wall of the gym, and headbutted it. Not hard, more like a spontaneous, goofy celebration. The gym exploded with laughter. Coaches, veterans, rookies, even Stephanie White cracked a smile. That one shot and that one moment told us everything we needed to know. Clark isn't just a rookie trying to fit in. She's already a lightning rod, a competitor, a teammate who can lift the entire energy of a room, even in practice. And the fact that DeWanna Bonner, one of the W's most respected vets, was yelling encouragement like that. It wasn't just support, it was respect. It was a passing of the torch. Let's be honest, the Fever haven't had a true face of the league presence since Tamika Catchings. Now, Clark is already showing signs she can fill that void. Not just with stats, but with swagger. This moment also showed us something deeper. The Fever are having fun, and fun matters. Because when a team with this much talent is having fun, playing free, and building real chemistry, that's when they become dangerous. That shot wasn't just a bucket. It was a symbol. Caitlin Clark has arrived. And the Fever are no longer waiting their turn. A symbol that something new has arrived in Indiana. Something that feels bigger than just a promising rookie. Something that feels like momentum. Because when Caitlin Clark pulled up from the Fever logo and splashed that three, with the entire gym erupting, it was more than just a fun practice moment. It was a shift. A cultural signal that this franchise, for the first time in a decade, isn't just participating in training camp. It's redefining itself. In that moment, you didn't just see a shot go in. You saw trust. You saw joy. You saw buy-in from the vets, from the coaches, from everyone watching. That kind of reaction doesn't happen on day one unless something special is brewing. The shot itself, a bold, fearless launch from deep, mirrored everything Caitlin Clark has come to represent. Confidence, flair, audacity, and joy. But the reaction, that was the true takeaway. DeWanna Bonner shouting, "Take it," before the shot even left Clark's hands? That was legacy meeting the future. That was a seasoned WNBA champion giving her blessing to the rookie. It was a declaration, "We trust you. You belong here." And that's huge. Because when you're a generational talent like Clark, what matters just as much as your skill set is how the locker room receives you. And from the sound of it, the Fever aren't just receiving Clark, they're rallying around her. You could see it in the body language, the smiles, the laughter, the instant team-wide explosion after the shot. That kind of chemistry can't be forced, that kind of energy can't be coached. It's either there or it isn't. And the Indiana Fever have it. Already, Clark slamming into the wall afterward, that wasn't an accident. That was adrenaline. That was release. That was everything she's carried. The expectations, the doubters, the spotlight, pouring out in one hilarious, unfiltered moment. She wasn't trying to be cool. She wasn't trying to go viral. She was just in it, and her teammates were right there with her. It's the kind of synergy teams spend months chasing. The kind of moment that, later in the season, you look back on and say, that's where it started. Because this team isn't just running plays, they're building trust, they're sharing joy. They're forming identity, one possession, one moment, one connection at a time, and that matters. The Fever aren't just handing Caitlin Clark the keys, they're installing airbags, reinforcements, a veteran-laced security system built to protect her while she learns how to drive this thing at full speed. Bonner, Howard, Wheeler, Mitchell. These aren't passive role players. They're invested co-pilots. That deep logo 3? That was the ignition switch. Clark has the green light, and more importantly, she has the support. In the past, the Fever were a franchise searching for direction, for an identity, for a spark. Now, they've got one, and the fuse is already lit. This isn't just hype. This is chemistry. This is foundation. This is culture shift. And it all started with one fearless shot and a whole gym that believed in it before it even left her hands.